Okay. Now, first, any questions which you might have had, any doubts, let me know first that if you're attempting somewhere else, from somewhere else, you have faced any doubt, though I said you start up later on. But if you still have done something and if you want to clarify any doubts, please let me know. If none, then we come to this method, which is honestly a method which you will never probably use. We have never used it. Forget about you using in present days. Okay. Unfortunately, questions keep repeating, and that's why we are covering it. If you ask me personally, this should not be the part of discussion at all. Okay. Why? Because it's extensive plotting. Nobody would have ever used it. Okay. But anyway, like every other method, since we don't have a choice, we'll do the ritual of learning it and just repeating it in the exams in case the question comes. Okay. So we don't have a choice, guys, and I really feel bad for you guys to have do, and I also feel bad for the teachers to teaching this thing which is never going to be used honestly. Okay. Anyway, we have to give a name to the method. The name to the method, you can call it fish triangle, you can call it trapezium, you can call it by your name, as long as you can relate to the question. Okay. Now, when is this method to be used? In this case, you will have three staggered PLs, staggered straight line PLs. Okay. Now, guys, you will say, sir, when I have staggered PLs, I will apply running fix. Yes, but for running fix, you should be able to close the have information for vector triangle. Am I right, guys? Staggered observations can be first, the easiest way is to see if they can be handled by running fix, right? For which you need to have information to be able to close out the vector triangle. Am I right? Correct? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Then,
sir. Yes,
if
sir.
you do not have, if you run short of information, then you'll try to supplement by getting the CMG using running fix, and then shift over to running using 3-point bearing. My mistake, using 3-point bearing, and then you will shift over to running fix. You've already done this, right, guys? So when you have three staggered PLs, you will see whether can you do it by running fix. If you're not able to do because you don't have information, then you'll see if you can get an additional information of CMG and close it out by 3-point bearing. If you can, please do so. Now, if you are not able to use 3-point bearing also, when will you not be able to use 3-point bearing? When all three PLs do not intersect at one point. Do not intersect at one point. In that case, even 3-point bearing will let you down, and this is in this case that you can then assume that it may be a fish triangle question or it may be a trapezium question. So this is how you'll basically spend 15 seconds to first decide whether it's a case of fish triangle or not. Am I clear, guys? Okay. Okay. So what all would you be given in such questions? What you will be given will be 3 PLs, straight line PLs, staggered PLs. You will be given the CTS of your ship. You will be given the engine speed of your ship. And you will be given the current set only. Why? Because if I give current, rate and set both, then I can apply running fix, guys. If there was rate, can I apply running fix then if the rate is also given? Yes or no? Correct? Correct, beta?
Yes.
Because if rate is also given, then I'll have 4 elements and I can apply running fix directly. Am I right? Correct, beta?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this rate would not be given in the question. Okay. Now you have only 3 elements. With 3 elements, you cannot apply running fix. They are not meeting at one point. Had they been meeting at one point, you could have deployed 3-point bearing to get CMG and then proceeded. And so these PLs do not intersect at one point. Now that means you may have all the 3 PLs from different points, lights. You may have 2 from one light, third one from another one, or you may have first one from somewhere else, second and third from the same light. There can be any combination. So it doesn't matter whether all 3 are from different lighthouses or 2 are from one and 1 is from another one. As long as they're not intersecting, I can't deploy 3-point bearing. Any questions on what I've said, guys?
No, sir.
Is it clear? So what will be given? I'll show you here on the screen. Your CTS will be given. You may be getting some background noise of this Swachh Bharat. Let them, they'll just go in no time. Okay. Then we'll have the engine speed of the ship. We'll have the set of the current. And we have 3 PLs. They can be 1 plus 2, 2 plus 1, or they can be 1 plus 1 plus 1. Doesn't matter. So they can be all be from 3 different points, or they can be in combination of 1 plus 2 or 2 plus 1. What can the question ask you to calculate? It will ask you to find out 1, 2, or all the 3 positions. 1, 2, or 3, all the positions, depending on the question. They can ask you to find out the course made good. They can ask you to find out speed made good. They can ask you to find out the rate of current. And if they want, and then, which I have not written here, then this can be extended further that, okay, something is 3-point on the bow or 4-point on the bow. No, that will be application of what you already know. Primarily, these are the things you can be expected to calculate, and thereafter it will be application of what you have calculated if there is anything beyond that. Any questions on this method, so that you can figure out, because you see in the exam, the most important thing would be to be able to figure out the method, that it is a fish triangle method. The moment it strikes you it's fish triangle and you're convinced it's fish triangle, then half the problem is solved. Then either you know the method or you do not know the method. If you know the method, invest time and complete it. If you don't know the method, don't waste your time, move on to the next question. That's all I can say. So it's very important for you to be able to figure out which method is applicable in a question. Anything you want to ask on this, guys?
Can you go previous slide, sir? We will take notes.
It is this thing only out there, beta. Look, I can go here. You can take whatever you can take a screenshot. Why you want to waste time writing it down?
Yeah, this screen. Yeah.
Take a screenshot.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to take screenshot of this also, you can take.
Okay.
Okay. Done. Now, guys, read this question and see, is running fix applicable? Yes or no? Is 3-point bearing applicable? Yes or no? And then tell me, can you conclude after reading this question that it belongs to fish triangle? Write down what all is given to be able to complete the triangle. And here two bearings are from one light, one is from a different light. So the two bearings are intersecting at one light. The third one is not intersecting there. So therefore, if you see, this clearly becomes a case of fish triangle. Please first, because its most important part is to associate yourself with the method first before you talk of cracking it. See, you have only three elements: CTS, engine speed, and the set. So you cannot apply running fix up front. The three positions are not intersecting. Why? Because Roche's point changes from red to white and white to red at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. So that means these two PLs intersect at Roche's point. And the third one is from belly cotton. So obviously that will not be meeting it at Roche's point. So they can't be intersecting at one point. In such a scenario, the only option for you is to go ahead with the fish triangle. Understood, guys? And this is what I was meaning when he said extension. When he was saying, when I said there can be extension of what you calculate, then there can be further extension, application, or application, further application, which you already know. Primarily, this is where you have the fish triangle concept involved. This what findings here are based on fish triangle concept. Okay, guys, are you convinced that it is a fish triangle? Because that's the most important part of this discussion. Believe me, if you can't associate with the method, then how can you apply it better? Now, this method has lot of plotting. This method has lot of plotting. See, earlier when I used to write A, B, C, D on the chart against the points, I used to say that I'm putting them only for discussion. In this particular method, I would strongly recommend that when you're plotting, you keep marking the points in alphabetical order. Why? Because otherwise, when you revise, and sometimes you yourself will then get lost as to which point or where which line is cutting. Therefore, in this method, my recommendation is that as you keep plotting, keep marking the points in the alphabetical order. It also helps you in remembering the process in an easier way. Why? Because first point, you'll think how A came. Once A is marked, then you'll think how B came, then how C came. So you have to think of one point at a time, and it will take you through the entire process. So my recommendation, it's not mandatory, of course, but my recommendation is that you mark the points alphabetically the way you will see on the screen in a while from now. Now, guys, here, plot the first and the third PL. Now, second PL can be plotted. No crime done if somebody plots the middle PL also. But I am just keeping it out so that there is least confusion. I'll bring it in when it is required. Okay. So again, it's a suggestion only, no, not binding. If you want to plot all the three, it's up to you. Now, in the first PL at 5 o'clock is this one. This one. It is changing from red to white. Okay. Second PL, I'm not drawing. The third PL is from Belly Cotton Island. I have drawn that now 6:30 p.m. Is that clear, beta? I have drawn the first and the third PL. Am I right? I'll move this here. Clear, beta? Now,
Yes.
you take any point on the first PL and mark it as A. take any point on the first PL and mark as A. It can be anywhere on the first PL, guys. I have taken it here. So A is a randomly selected point on the first PL. You don't have to write it down. You have to just revise it with me. I'll be doing it many a times. Even then, if you want to write down, let me know if you have need to write. You have to basically focus alphabetically. Now, through A, draw the CTS. Where it cuts the third PL, mark that point as B. So now you know from A how B came. If you change point A, point B will automatically change because CTS will cut somewhere else then. Now, find out what is the interval between first and the second PL. It is 1 hour. First PL is for 5 o'clock. Second PL is for 6 o'clock. So interval between first and the second PL is 1 hour. And interval between second and the third PL is half an hour. 6 o'clock and 6:30. Okay. So you will find out how much will be the engine distance done in the interval between first and second PL. It's 1 hour. Engine speed is 10 knots. So engine distance will be 10 miles. You will open your compass 10 miles. Put the compass at A, or you can use the divider, that's up to you. Put the compass at A and cut a point on the CTS line, and that point will be point C. So where has C come from? C has come from A. At what distance? At distance corresponding to the engine distance between in the interval between first and second PL. Likewise, you will find out the engine distance between the second and the third PL, which is half an hour. Here is the interval. So engine distance will be 5 miles, and you will open your compass 5 miles, put it at B, and cut 5 miles on the CTS line and call that point as D. Okay. Let's first revise these 4 points. How did we get A? A was any randomly chosen point on the first PL. How did we get B? By drawing CTS through A where it cuts the third PL. How did we get C? From A at a distance corresponding to engine distance between in the interval between first and second PL. How did we get D? We got it from B by cutting off the distance, engine distance for the interval between second and third PL. Are these 4 points clear, or anybody has any questions to ask?
Sir, this 5 miles, why we are cutting from B? It should be from C, right?
Why? I want to run the 630 PL back, beta. I want to run the 630 PL back, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I'll mark it from that PL, because if I have to run it back, the first PL I'll run up, and second PL third PL I'll run back. For what time? For the time of the second PL, okay beta? That's why these engine distances have been taken.
Okay.
सर ये सेंटर वाला जो पोजीशन लाइन है, that every time you have to skip, only draw the first and third PL.
क्या मैंने क्या कहा था? When I said no crime done, what was I trying to say, Rahul? सुना नहीं था उसने? मैंने कुछ कहा था ना कि no crime done. Did you hear that phrase of mine? या क्लास में नहीं था?
Please, I didn't hear that point.
You didn't hear? Can somebody repeat? Because he has selective hearing. What did I say about the middle PL, guys?
Sir, you said it's up to us to draw or not. It's
Yes,
will create confusion.
I said I will suggest you keep it for the later time so that there is no confusion, there is less cluttering of the plot. But if you draw, there is no issue about it because eventually that has to be drawn. तो तुम सुनते कहाँ हो राहुल, किधर जाते हो बीच में? Okay, now through C, transfer the first PL. Ram, here you're getting the answer to your question why it was marked, D was marked from B, okay? So you have transferred the first PL through C, and transferred PLs we represent by 2 arrows at each end. You see, the 2 arrows on this side are here. Let me just move it here so that you can see. Now, we transfer the third PL through D. We transfer the third PL through D. Again, mark it with 2 arrows because it's a transferred PL. If you use these notations, you will have lesser confusion. Now, where the two transferred PLs intersect, that point will be marked as E, echo. So quickly, can you just recall individually by yourself how we started off, how A came into existence, then how B came into existence, then C came into existence, then D came into existence, and now E has come. Up to this point, I usually don't face any issues, but if you have any concerns, let me know. The next step is what you need to be careful about. To get F now, we need to get F. As I said, it has extensive plotting. So the best is to mark the points alphabetically the way they are marked here. So that when you revise, you know which is A, which is B, which is C. And it can make better sense to you. Your own plot will otherwise get confusing. Now, take the set. Set is 0, 3, 5. Put your parallel ruler at 0, 3, 5 and draw the set through C up to the third PL transferred. So between the transferred PLs from C, draw the current. If you have not understood this point, let me know. We have drawn the current through C and up to what? Up to the third transferred PL. And where it cuts the third transferred PL, we'll call that point as F. So please see, have you understood how F has come? Through C, we draw the CTS till it cuts the third transferred PL transferred. So we have to draw this current between the transferred PLs from C, and that takes us to point F. So A, then B, then C, then D, then E, and now F. Is that clear, guys? I'll clear it again and I'll do it again with you, don't worry. I'll do it 2-3 times the full thing. Now, put your ruler on the CTS and draw it through F up to the third PL. CTS through F up to the third PL. And where it cuts the third PL, call that point as G. Call that point as G. So now we have gone up to A to G. Now you join A and G with a straight line. Join A and G with a straight line. This yellow line you can see. And where it cuts the current segment was CF. Where it cuts the current, call that point as H. Call that point as H. So now guys, we took any point on the first PL as A. We drew the CTS. Let me just go back and keep speaking and doing it again. We drew the first PL.
Sir,
We drew the yes, tell me.
sir, this first bearing, whatever you are taken, sir, this is red to white. So the partition line will be the bearing. No? That is my understanding regarding this. Is it correct, sir?
So what have I drawn?
No, sir, I could not see
Why?
the partition.
On
sir,
your laptop you're not able to see? Unless you're on phone, you'll not be able to see. Laptop guys must be seeing the sector boundary. Because whatever I'm seeing on my laptop, you'll see the same thing, na bete?
Okay, sir, okay.
This is the third PL. Then we took any point on the first PL, we call that as A. Then we drew CTS through it. We got point B. CTS marked with single arrow. You see, I'm using the notations very carefully. Now think and repeat to yourself how you'll get point C. C will be marked from A at an engine distance for the interval between first and the second PL, which in this case interval was 1 hour. Distance will be 10 miles. So you'll cut off 10 miles from A and get point C. Likewise, from B, you will mark D based on the distance in the interval between second and third PL, which is half an hour. Distance will be 5 miles. So from B, you mark point D. You transfer the first PL through C. And now think how you got point E. Transfer the third PL through D. And where the transferred PLs intersected is E. Up to this place, usually I don't see students struggling. The next step, some students have an issue. So if now here I'm first asking you to figure out how did we get F? Please repeat to yourself. And if you're not able to remember it, let me know so that I know that there are some people who are not able to recall how to get point F now. Anybody who can't recall how to get point F, please speak up so that I can explain again better.
Sir, उसका कोई reason है sir? Why are we doing this? मतलब concept or
concept वही है, we are going to get a line of proportionality which will divide the CMG line in the same ratio as between the lines. So it's the entire plot is to get the line of proportionality. Okay. ठीक है?
Okay sir.
बाकी तो तेरे को सारे आते हैं ना, मैं सबके रीजन पता है ना राहुल?
हाँ सर, बाकी का तो सब पता है.
Very good. I'm happy to know that at least. Beta, this plot is to get the line of proportionality which will come between the PLs so that it divides the CMG line in the given ratio. So this entire mess that we are creating is to get our line of proportionality. And that line of proportionality will come once we have point H. We'll join EH and that will be the line of proportionality. Okay, so how did we get point F, guys?
From
Anybody?
Charlie, we drew the set.
Draw the set.
CT to the third
Very
PL,
good.
gravel
Third
line.
PL which is transferred.
And we got F. And from F, we go to G now. You see, if you go from one alphabet to the other, if you jump from alphabet to alphabet, it will be easier for you to connect the dots. Otherwise, if you want to have an overview of the full thing in one go, you'll have problems. From F, how do we get G? Please recall to yourself. Again, if somebody has a doubt, he can ask. Otherwise, you draw the CTS through F till it cuts the third PL and you get G. How did we get H now? Please think. How did we get H? Join AG, and where it intersects the current segment, get the point H. And now here is the answer to Rahul's question. Join EH, and that's the ratio line, we call it actually. This is the ratio line. Join EH, and EH is the ratio line which will divide the set of 0, 4, 0, 3, 5. You may draw anywhere. If you draw a 0, 3, 5 from current, it will divide basically in the ratio of, this is divided in the ratio of 2:1, because interval was 2 on this side, 1 hour and 30 minutes on the other side. So this is the ratio line. We are basically, this entire plot is for this particular thing. That means your ship, wherever you may be, you will be definitely on this ratio line, because then only the current will be divided in the ratio of 2:1. So EH is the ratio line. You join EH, and it can be extended on either side of E wherever it is required. It does not have to be only on one side of E. It can be drawn on either side wherever you need. Now we have come to the stage. So vessel will be on this ratio line. When? At the time of second bearing. Why? Because we have run back the PLs and brought them to the time of the second bearing. So therefore, this ratio line, the vessel will be on the ratio line wherever it may be at the time of second bearing. Now is the time to draw the second PL, which is a sector boundary. And you see, this is the second PL, which is a sector boundary, which has come up. And obviously the vessel is on the second PL. And as I said, vessel is on the ratio line also. So where would the ship be at the time of second bearing? The vessel at 6 o'clock will be at the intersection of this PL of the ratio line. So this becomes 6 o'clock fix. This is the first time I have put a circle, guys. Otherwise, they were all points. This is the first time I have put a circle because this is the 6 o'clock fix. So we have to revise this once again before we continue further. Otherwise, now I'll be speaking. I'll be just lagging behind intentionally by about 2, 3, 4 seconds. If you have a doubt about the next point, immediately interject before it is shown so that you don't have a problem. Firstly, on reading the question, convince yourself that it cannot be done by any of the easier methods. And then obviously it's a question pertaining to this method. First step, draw the first PL. Second step, draw the third PL. Now, take point A. Then from A, how do you get B? I'll just say how do you get B, and then I'll plot and I'll not speak anything. If you have a doubt, let me know. We get B. Then we mark point C. Think how you got point C. Then we mark point D. Then we transfer the first PL through C, or rather than that, how do you get point E? Please recall, how do you get point E? To get point E, you transfer the PL through C and D, and the intersection gives you the point E. How do you get H? And then G. How do we get H? Join AG with a straight line where it cuts the current segment, that is H. How do we get the ratio line? EH is the ratio line. How do we get 6 o'clock position? Draw the second PL. And this becomes the 6 o'clock fix. Is the working up to 6 o'clock fix clear, guys? Yes or no? Clear, beta? Now
Yes,
I just want to show that suppose somebody else takes a point A here. It does not change things. When you draw the CTS from here, this will be the CTS, this will be B. When you measure 10 miles, C would be here. When you measure 5 miles, D would be here. And E will remain wherever it is. Have you understood, beta? Yes or no? Am I right? Point E will not change irrespective of whether A is taken here or A is taken here. Am I clear, beta? Class, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then if you draw the current here now, the current will be drawn parallel to this green line. This will be F. Then this will be G. And when I join A, G, I'll get H again here. The ratio line will not change. The ratio line will remain the same. So even if you shift the point A from here to here, the ratio line is not going to change. Is that clear? Is that clear, beta? Class, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
yes, sir.
Now, sometimes there can be an issue. Let me first address that, and then we'll continue with 6 o'clock position after that. Okay. Now, guys, sometimes you may have a situation like this. You have this as the first PL. You have this as the third PL. Okay. Now, somebody takes point A here. Somebody takes point takes point A here. Doesn't, because I said you can take it anywhere. Okay. A dash. Okay. Now, let us say this is the CTS. This will be B. If I draw the CTS through this will be B dash. Okay, I've gone a little higher up actually, but never mind, it's okay. Now suppose I cut this much distance here to get whatever it is. I'm not talking about duration. Let's say this is C and this is D. Now, if I transfer the first PL through C, the first PL will come somewhat like this. If I transfer the third PL through D, the third PL will come somewhere here transferred. And this will be point E. Does everybody agree with me? Yes or no? Correct, beta? This will be point E. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, if somebody had taken the point at A dash on top, see that A dash, no problem. You continue this way. This will be B. But when you measure 10 miles on this from A dash, you'll have to extend and C will come here. C dash will come here, right, guys? Because A to A dash to C dash has to be 10 miles. This distance and this distance have to be same. Understood? Yes or no? Correct, beta? And when he measures what this distance dB from B dash, his distance will come here, D will come here. Now through C dash, the first PL is transferred. Through D dash, the third PL is transferred. E comes again here. Don't get confused if B and D get swapped, because you have taken a point closer to E. So don't get confused. That's why I'm taking these two different scenarios. Is that clear, beta? Have you understood? Is that clear, beta?
Yes.
Now, there comes some time. Now, when you have this situation, now you see. Now the problem which starts is somebody who has drawn the at A, he will draw the current from C. Somebody who is drawn with A dash has to draw the current from C dash. And current has to be drawn up to what? Third PL transferred. Yes or no, beta? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Correct? Now you see, suppose my current is northeasterly. From C, I can draw northeasterly here. But through C dash, I cannot draw northeasterly on this side. Why? Because if I draw northeasterly here, it is never going to cut the third PL transfer. Guys, I can continue doing there also by reducing it backwards, but it will become confusing. If you end up with this situation, what situation? Situation where after getting E, and if you now plot the current through C, the direction of the current is not going and meeting the third PL transferred. If you hit this situation, it only, and I'm telling you, people can be doing it differently. I can continue there also and still close it, but that will be complicated. What does it show? It only means that your position is not on the side of the plot that you've taken. It's on the other side of E. It's on the other side of E. Okay. Now let me just clear it again and show you again the same thing. And I'll highlight the issue I was saying. Let us say this is the first PL. Let us say this is the third PL. Okay. Let's say my current is, guys, let's say my current is 230 degrees through. And suppose I start my plot from here, A. I draw the CTS. I get B. I get C marking the distance. I get D marking the distance, no problem. I transfer through C my first PL. I transfer through D my third PL. Up to this, you will not get stuck. Now, guys, you have to plot through C. This is E. Now you have to plot your current through C. Now you tell me, if I plot 230 through C, is it going to cut the third PL transferred? Yes or no?
No, sir. No.
It's not going to cut. Okay. If you see anybody continuing here, they are not wrong. But if you can try to continue here, you'll get confused. What? Is asking me something better?
No.
Mute yourself if you're not. If you're not. अरे भाई तुम मेरी सुन लो ना, फिर बाद में बोलोगे सर कैन व्हाट इज दिस, फिर राहुल की तरह बाद में आओगे कि शुड द थर्ड पी सेकंड पीएल बी ड्रॉन अप फ्रंट और नो. तुम सुनते हो नहीं. यू गाइस आर मोर इंटरेस्टेड इन योर ओन चैट्स and you will not mute or yourself also. Now guys, in this case, what does it mean? That whatever A I have taken on this side of E is actually, it should be on the other side. My position will be on the other side. So now you will say, sir, what should I do? Should I continue working here and get confused? Should I rub my plot and start doing again? No. What do you have to do? I'll tell you. You realize that your current is 230 and it is not cutting the third transferred PL. That means your plot should have been on the other side of E. And E is not going to change the position. So what you have to do? Just take A on the other side of E. Don't rub anything right now. Then draw the CTS through it. Get B. From A, mark C. C will automatically come here. You don't have to rub the lines. From B, mark D. D will come here. And once you have done this work in blue, just take your eraser and you can rub out this part, this line, these points. You can rub out this. Have you understood, guys? Then it will not create confusion to you. Understood? It will just take 5 seconds to just shift there because you're not rubbing out anything. You're just drawing the CTS there. All the points will be at their corresponding locations. E is not going to shift. Is it clear? Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you draw 230 from C, will it cut the third transferred PL? Now look at the plot. Now, if I draw 230 through C, is it going to cut the third transferred PL? Yes. Why? Because if I draw 230 from here, it will come and cut the third PL here. And that will be my A, B, C, D, E, F. And now I'll draw my CTS to the third PL, guys. This is my G. Now I'll join HE. Mind you, I'm not saying you could not have continued on the lower side. I would have actually, I used to continue there only. But then I found people are unnecessarily getting confused. So I said, just shifted it as a matter of 5 seconds. We are not talking of 5 minutes. We are talking of 5 seconds. So why unnecessarily create confusion? Join AG. This becomes H. And EH now becomes the ratio line. Is that clear, beta? Have you understood, beta? What did I do? I first took A on the lower side, but after getting E, when I had to draw the current, I realized that current direction is getting reversed. So what did it indicate? It indicated that my plot should have been on the other side of E. So I just drew the CTS line on the other side of E, mark the corresponding points A, B, C, D, and I can rub out the lower line so that there is no confusion. And now your current will be as per your requirement of the question. So sometimes, when the current does not match, people start saying current, is it given wrong? It's not that the current is given wrong because you have arbitrarily chosen point A. You may have chosen it unknowingly on the other side of E. You may have unknowingly chosen that point on the other side of E. Please try to recall, understand what I have said. If you have any questions, let me know before we go to that plot again. And continue after the 6 o'clock position. Because
हेलो सर सर दिस करंट जो है तो डायरेक्शन चेंज करने का रीजन ये पॉइंट हमने सेलेक्ट नहीं किया ना बराबर सर, मतलब बाहर जा रहा था करंट.
करेक्ट, यस. सो बट पहले आपको पॉइंट ई पता ही नहीं था ना, तो आप तो कहीं भी लोगे. करेक्ट.
यस सर.
और जब आपने पॉइंट ई निकाला और जब सी से प्लॉट करने लगे, देन यू फाउंड that the current is not cutting the third PL transfer, right?
Yes, sir.
So you shifted your plot by drawing one line parallel to CTS on the other side of E.
Okay,
and
sir.
your problem is solved then. Your problem
Okay,
is
sir.
resolved then.
Yes, sir.
Ram, is it clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Rahul, how about you?
Clear, sir. Well understood.
Okay, because you see, you may find some people continuing the plot down below only. You can, but believe me, that will unnecessarily confuse many of you, and chances of making mistakes will be much higher. It's only a 5-second job. Shift your plot to the other side of E and continue. That will be the best way to get out of this situation. Otherwise, sometimes people feel, you see, if those who had taken this in the lower part, and then the current cannot cut that third transferred PL, they'll feel the question is wrong. The question is not wrong. You have chosen the point A unknowingly on the other side of E. You need to switch sides and go on the other side. That's all. So now we repeat this up to the 6 o'clock position. Okay, step 1, just recall to yourself. Step 2, decide on A. Then how do we get B? How we get C? How do we get D, delta? How do we get E? Please think. How do we get E? I hope everybody has been able to recall. If anybody is not able to recall how to get E, please speak out, because after seeing, you will not be able to figure out your problem. See, I'm marking the transferred PLs by double arrows so that when I revise my question, I don't get confused which PL is which one. And usually the transferred PLs I mark with broken line on the chart also, so that, chart, there is some clarity for your own self, not for the examiner, for your own self. You get point E. Then how do we get F? Current segment represented by 3 arrows. How do we get G? How do we get H? What do we do next to get the ratio line? Draw EH. Yes, yeah. Yes. AG is a straight line joining A and G. Put your ruler on A and G and join them with a straight line. One, you have point A and you have point G, Raghav. Just join them with a straight line, beta. Okay, and you get H and you get the ratio line, right? Now is the time. Now, what do we do next? Draw the second PL. Where the second PL cuts the ratio line, that is the position at the time of second PL, that is 6 o'clock in this case. You see, guys, because our current was 030, it was being drawn correctly, so position has come on the same side of E. Otherwise, if the current was, say, somebody had given south westerly current or something, the position has to go on the other side of E then. It can't be on this side. Okay. Now, once we get 6 o'clock position, yeah,
एक डाउट है सर.
tell me.
क्वेश्चन में मतलब सेट तो देना ही पड़ेगा ना सर. ऐसा तो
सेट तो देगा ही ना. सेट तो तुम बिना सेट कैसे करोगे? जो तू आज ना लेट ज्वाइन किया तूने पक्का, है ना राहुल?
हाँ सर, 5 मिनट लेट हो गया था मैं स्टार्टिंग में.
हाँ, तो फिर वो जो स्लाइड था जिसमें था व्हाट ऑल विल बी गिवन, वहां कहाँ गया था तू? दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम. 5 नहीं, तू काफी लेट आया है.
नहीं सर, फर्स्ट स्लाइड में आ गया था, बट आई
उसमें ये नहीं था कि वो what all will be given for this question.
हाँ वो है सर, आई हैव टेकन द फोटो.
So you didn't listen to that, is it? What all will be given?
3PL, CTS,
You did not go through it. यहाँ पे set of the current लिखा है नहीं लिखा?
यस सर, यस सर.
तो फिर
गॉट इट सर, थैंक यू.
no, you got it. I also got it. You came late. Okay. I can also figure out. Okay. The type of the nature of questions you people ask also conveys to us something. And this is your second question in succession, which beyond doubt establishes कि Rahul Sharma was sleeping today, enjoying his Saturday, right? चल कोई नहीं. Okay, guys. So we get the 6 o'clock fix, right? Now pay attention, please. I think we have revised it 3-4 times, and the best way is A to B, B to C, C to D. Otherwise, that's too much of a plotting. Anybody can get confused. You are no exception. Now, guys, draw the set through 6 o'clock position between the transferred PL. Like you drew this current between transferred PLs, but that time you drew through C. Now draw this current through 6 o'clock position between the transferred PLs. That means put your compass parallel ruler on 035, the set, bring it to 6 o'clock position and draw it here like this, like this. Have you understood what have I done, guys? Have you understood what is this green line coming up here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. This is the current segment drawn bit. Now it is cutting the first transferred PL and third transferred PL at these points. This is I and that is J. Okay. Now put your parallel ruler on the CTS and through I draw the CTS to meet the first PL. And where it cuts the PL, this is the 5 o'clock fix. This is the 5 o'clock fix. J, K, let me call it as K. I think I've not named them after that. Let me call it as K. Likewise, transfer the CTS through J to cut the third PL. And where it cuts the third PL, that is the 630 fix. Let me call JKL. Okay. Now, guys, if K is 5 o'clock fix, then you have JKLM. M is 6 o'clock fix and L is 630 fix. All the fixes are on which line, guys? Of a vector triangle, the fixes are on which line? Ship's position is on which line?
Made good line.
Made good. So if you join them, that will give you the CMG, and all these three positions have to come in a straight line, obviously. If you join 5 o'clock to 630, it should automatically by default pass through 6 o'clock fix. Okay, I have K. Okay, K is marked there. Chalo, koi baat nahi. Now you see, this is the I've joined this. This is joined with a straight line. This is the CMG. Now you see what has been done actually. Let me just try to tell you why all this was being done. You see, guys, this is CTS into 1 hour engine distance. This is CMG into 1 hour distance made good. Why? Because it is 5 to 6. Then obviously this becomes the current for 1 hour. So this vector triangle, this one that I'm shading, I'll do it again. I'll show it to you again. This vector triangle is vector triangle for 1 hour in this case. And we get another vector triangle here, which is vector triangle for 30 minutes. So this is basically what this entire thing was about. Let me just clear it again and come back to it as we have done many a times. And now you'll recall, I'll take a pause once we reach 6 o'clock position. Up to 6 o'clock position, I'm not going to ask you anything. I'll just, with an interval of about 2 to 3 seconds, I'll keep clicking the button to the next point, to the next point. You will keep following it in your mind. Raghav Malhotra, from A to G, now we'll go to H, okay? Now it's clear how H will come, Raghav? Okay. Yeah, okay. H. Then we get the ratio line, then the middle PL, and we get 6 o'clock fix in this case. Now recall the next step. Up to this, we have done a few times. Everybody seems to be okay. What was the next step? Just recall. And if somebody is not able to recall, please let me know that I am not able to recall the next step. If anybody is not able to recall, speak to yourself what you will do next. And if you're not able to speak to yourself and tell yourself what is your next action, let me know first. Okay. If none, then this is the current segment drawn through 6 o'clock fix between the transferred PLs. I and J. We draw this, we get 5 o'clock fix, and we get 6:30 fix. We join all the fixes, they'll automatically by default be in a straight line. And we get these two vector triangles. Now let's look at the question. Looking at the plot, can you answer part A of the question? Ship's position at 5 and 6:30, guys. You will give the lat long of 5 o'clock fix and 6:30
Yes,
fix. That is part 1 of the question. Part B, CMG. Now CMG will be, okay, let me name this point. That is named as K. So let me call it as L. And let me call it as M. Okay. Now direction from L to K is the CMG. Does everybody agree with me? L to M is the L to K. Sorry, L to M or L to K is the CMG, right, guys?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Speed made good. Now it's up to you. If you don't have time, you can measure LM. That is for 1 hour. That will be directly speed made good. Or if you want to iron out the errors, you can measure LK. That is the distance made good in 1.5 hours. You can divide that by 1.5 and you'll get the speed made good. Is that clear, beta? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Now rate of current. Again, this is 1 hour triangle in this case. So either you can measure IM directly, that will be the rate of current, or you can measure IJ, that is the drift in 1.5 hours. Drift for 1.5 hours divided by 1.5 will give you the rate of current in knots. Is part C clear, class?
Sir.
Okay. Then what does he say? Time and position when yogal light is abeam. Guys, how do we solve the last part? That has nothing to do with this method. Tell me. Somebody has to tell me the method hereafter. How do we do the part D of it? That has nothing to do with this method. It has got to do with what you have already done so many times in the earlier classes with me.
Cos to state minus 90 degree.
So 90 degree minus, sir.
Okay, it will be a beam. It will be a beam on the port side, correct? So 0.75 minus 90 degrees will be the beam bearing, right?
Correct, sir. Correct.
So okay, so 90 minus 345. So let us say this is the beam bearing. Let us say this is the beam bearing. Okay, then what do I do next?
Extend the CMG line.
Extend the CMG line. Okay.
CMG line.
Okay, I extend this CMG line here. Then is this the position?
Yes,
X
sir.
is the position.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you'll give the lat long of this position. How will you find the time? You'll measure distance kx. At 6:30 you are at k. A beam is x.
Ax by L.
By SMG will give you the time plus 6:30 will be the time when the yogal will be a beam. Yes or no, beta? Am I right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Correct.
Okay. So the last part has nothing to do with this method. That is application of what you are already conversant with. So don't unnecessarily add that also to this method. Okay. This method is over with part ABC. Part D was an extension of the method to test you on what you already know. Guys, let me just tell you one thing. It's very, very important in this question to first figure out that it's a fish triangle question. And then sometimes you can have problem about which side of E. I've already told you. If the current that you are plotting is not going in the correct direction, just shift your plot on the other side of E. And for that, it's a 5 seconds job, just 5 seconds job. So tell me if you have any more doubts on the method, guys. I'll clear this and show it to you if you want to take the plot of the final thing. If you want to take the screenshot of the final thing, you can take the screenshot of the final thing. I have no issues. You can take the screenshot of
Sir, first we discussed, first we cannot use running fix method because the vector triangle is not complete, correct? Then,
Because, see, so now why we said running fix? Because the PLs given were staggered, right?
yes, sir. Then we discussed. Then we discussed 3-point bearing cannot be used.
Because they are not intersecting at one point, right?
All three must be in the same point.
They must intersect at one point. Must intersect. They may not be from the same light. They should intersect at one point, right?
Can you explain, sir? I cannot understand.
Why?
Intersect.
I've shown you a video. I have shared a video where we have extended the lines meeting it. Have you not seen the video, Ram?
Yes, sir. We initially 3-point bearing I understood because
No,
bearing have three bearings.
Ram, there is a video. Ram, there is a video of old castle and all those those points, in which I have extended the lines to make them intersect at one point on the chart.
Yes, sir. From the third PL, we will intersect. One more PL will be given. We will make it like that.
So in this case, are the three PLs intersecting at one point? Tell me. Now here are the three PLs. You can let me just declutter the thing a little bit. Now you have the three PLs. This is first PL. This is second PL. This is third PL. These two PLs are intersecting here.
Yes, sir.
If this third PL is not coming here, is it going to intersect? Are they going to intersect then?
No.
Correct?
Correct, sir.
So they are not intersecting at one point.
No.
They don't have to be from same point. They could have been just intersecting at one point, right? But they are not intersecting because the third. You see, somebody could have given me the third PL from. Suppose there is a lighthouse here. If somebody gives me a PL like this, but if I extend, maybe it is intersecting at the same point. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But they are not intersecting at one point for sure, right?
Yes, sir. Correct. Okay, sir.
So then you can't use 3-point bearing. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Understood.
And then the only option is to do the trapezium or the fish triangle method. Okay. Let me share with you the assignment for today. You can have a look at it, guys. Be careful. If you plot a couple of questions, as you go through past papers, you'll have some of these questions coming your way. And once you are able to plot those wherever you have doubt. Problem with these questions is sometimes they are not even plotted well by the paper setter. And then they create more confusion at times. But anyway, as the questions come, we'll see what best we can do about them. Because if a question is not properly worded, unfortunately, you can't do anything about it. Let me share assignment for the day. Assignment 1. Assignment and navigation. Okay. I have sent you one with 2 questions out there. One is the one we have discussed, and then there is one from MMD exams. The first one is what we have just done today in this method, and the second is January 2016 from MMD exams. Can you read the second question and satisfy yourself that it's a fish triangle question, guys? It's on your phones now. When you read the second question, if it was not part of the assignment, would you be able to figure out that it's a trapezium question or a fish triangle question? At 1900 hours, CTS given Belly Cotton Island light bore 320 compass. At 1930 hours, it bore 274 compass, and at 215 hours, mine headlight bore 000 degrees compass. Current set so much. They are not intersecting at one point because 2 are from 1. The third cannot be intersecting there then in any case. The current set so much. Calculate the course and speed made good rate of current and 3 positions. Correct, beta? It's a January 2016 paper. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Let me just see. This is the question, I think, is it? That is there, is it?
Difference.
This is what. No, this is not the one. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let me mute myself and get rid of this. Sorry. While steering a course of 073 degrees, mine headlight was observed to bear 025 degrees true at 2000 hours. At 2020, it bore 345 degrees. This is a 3-point bearing, right? They're all mine head bearings. I think this must be a doubt question people would have come with. Mine head light observed so much at itne.
0 to 5.
Yeah, they are all mine head bearings, right?
Yes, sir. All 3 from same point.
So this is a 3-point bearing question, guys.
Yes, sir.
A three-point bearing question, right? So you see, on reading the question, you should be able to figure out. Somebody may say, oh, 3 bearings are given and set are there. Is it a fish triangle? Why complicate your lives? What all are you given? What all are you given here to complete the vector triangle? You are given the CTS. You are given the set. You can get the CMG by a 3-point bearing. Okay, and you will have to use you'll have to use the engine speed from remarks on top. You'll have to use the engine speed from remarks on top, right, guys?
Yes, sir. From engine speed, we will get DR. From DR, wherever it cuts the CMG line, DR to fix.
No. Once you have 4 elements, you can complete the triangle, na bete. Then it is a running fix. Then it becomes a running fix question, right?
Yes.
You get 3 CMG by 3-point bearing. Now you have 4 elements. You have to. Then it is a running fix. I don't think we need to discuss that further, right?
Yes, sir.
It will be a running fix thereafter. Yes or no, class? Yeah.
सर आपने बताया था कि ये 3 बेरिंग अगर इंटरसेक्ट नहीं कर रहा है या फिर सेट ऑफ करंट ओनली दिया है, रेट नहीं दिया हुआ है, तो उसमें फिर फिश ट्रायंगल लग सकता है। बट ये क्वेश्चन में तो सर थोड़ा सा मतलब सेट ऑफ करंट ही दिया हुआ है, रेट तो हमें फाइंड करना है, और ये इंटरसेक्ट कर गया तो ये 3 पॉइंट से हो जाएगा या फिर इसको फिश ट्रायंगल श्योरिटी के
अभी
लिए कैसे?
अभी हमने कौन सा मेथड डिस्कस किया है बेटा?
अभी तो
अभी
आपने
हम
बोला ना कि
अभी
असाइनमेंट
अभी
में
अभी अभी एक मिनट, अभी हमने क्या क्या बोला यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन के बारे में? व्हाट अभी क्या बोला था व्हेन वी
अभी आप
डिस्कस्ड इट?
3 पॉइंट बेरिंग जो है, तीनों बेरिंग अगर लेंगे ये इंटरसेक्ट करेगा, सो इट कैन बी डन बाय 3 पॉइंट बेरिंग मेथड। तो
So what is your question?
समझने की कोशिश कर
नहीं, क्या
3
समझने को
पॉइंट।
क्या समझने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, बताओ तो सही।
मतलब सर जैसे ये क्वेश्चन आपने दिया ना, ये स्टार्टिंग में आपके असाइनमेंट में फिश ट्रायंगल उसमें था सर
ये
इनिशियली।
ये असाइनमेंट में नहीं है फिश ट्रायंगल के, ये असाइनमेंट का क्वेश्चन नहीं है माय फ्रेंड।
सर आपने जो अभी असाइनमेंट शेयर किया ना, फिश ट्रायंगल
ये वो क्वेश्चन नहीं है। इज इट दैट क्वेश्चन?
while steering
Is it the assignment question?
just a minute sir, I will check sir.
So बिना चेक किए क्यों बोल रहे हो बेटा?
एक मिनट सर।
मतलब
No, sir.
you can't even
Yes, sir.
check before you raise a
Oh.
doubt, right? You will assume, and on assumptions you'll make doubts, right? And what is written here? ये क्या लिखा हुआ है यहाँ पे प्रवीण? ये क्या लिखा हुआ है जिसमें कर्सर चल रहा है? प्रवीण, what is this? Now his mic will conk off. Very good. Okay. Guys, I don't know this question people would have asked. I don't know if you have any doubts on this. They would have come this way. A vessel steering certain compass course with a speed of 12 knots observes the following at 1900 hours. Gowan's Head 260 compass, Caldee Island 080 degrees compass. Oh, this question I have already shared. This we have done on that, no, guys. This we have done through the video, right? So this question is already done.
Yes, sir.
In which you have to draw on the answer sheet. You remember? This is not. Yeah, this question I've already. The video is already shared, and we discussed it in the class. Correct, guys?
Yes, sir.
In which we had done that plotting. You remember this? Here was the light, then ship was 30 degrees on the port bow here, then 60 degrees here, and then a beam here, right? You remember, guys, this question?
Yes, sir. We'll get the beam distance, then we will.
Yes, and then yes, you get a PL by reciprocal bearings. These are reciprocal bearings, and you cut off that arc, right? So this question we have already discussed. The video is also shared with you. So this question I should remove from my slides. Why should it? Maybe it was there before the. Okay, then. Okay, this is that question which he was saying just now. This is the question, and I have it here. Okay. क्या कैसा बेटा? Assignment 2. हाँ, ये वही का होगा बेटा. People would have come with doubt. This has been taken here because somebody would have asked doubt in the class. That's all. Right? This is okay. Fine. This is. So guys, what you have to do now, immediately after the class is, you have to basically plot this assignment question on trapezium before you forget. Guys, these are the doubts people have asked. I don't know, they could be from any topic. They need not be from here. Just see this doubt. And I'm just showing you because people have come with doubts, so they would have something. A vessel steering 258 degrees true observes Utkalipan lighthouse to bear 285 degrees true at 2100 hours, 297 degrees true at 2120, and 034 degrees at 2150. Current estimated to settle 3 point. This is 3-point bearing question, guys. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. 3
So,
point.
so you have the CTS, you have the set, you will get the engine speed from remarks, and you will use 3-point bearing to get the CMG. And once you have got all these four, then it becomes a question of running fix. Correct, beta? Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, this is how you'll have to figure out. Praveen, this is a question like this where you were asking a while back that it is from assignment. It is absolutely similar to that again. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, see this one. A vessel steering 084 degrees compass, allowing for current setting 234 degrees true at 2.4 knots, observes Berry head bearing 48 degrees true and start point bearing so much. Compass and start point bearing so much compass. Find the vessel's position and estimate the relative bearing and distance of bill of Portland Line on first sighting. Meteorological visibility is estimated to be 5 nautical miles. Now, these are the questions, the language, they are simple questions just given to confuse you, nothing else. What will you do, guys, in this case? CTS is given 084 degrees compass, right? And the current is setting 234 degrees true into 2.4 knots. So set and rate both are given. Observes Berry head bearing degrees compass 348 and start point bearing 245 degrees compass. Find the vessel's position and estimate the relative bearing of the vessel of the thing here. Okay. Observes Berry head bearing so much and so much. Okay, fine. Find the vessel's position and estimate the relative bearing and distance of bill of Portland on first sighting. Okay. Okay, guys. Now you see here what the current is estimated, allowing for a current. Okay, not estimated, allowing for this current. Okay. So CTS is known, set is known, current is known. Okay. Okay, guys. So now you will get the speed from engine speed from remarks. So you'll have four elements. How will you do this question, guys? Steps involved. See, it's a very simple question if you see in totality. First, convert CTS to, or first, find the compass error. Find compass error. Everybody will be able to find the compass error because deviation card and variation would be mentioned in the question, right? Guys, which deviation card and how much variation, correct? So
Yes.
can you get for 084 degrees compass, can you get the compass error, guys? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes.
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 Once you get the compass error, convert to true what? CTS and both bearings. Convert them to true. Okay. 3. Plot true bearings to get vessels fix. See, this question is only to confuse you, nothing else. Will you be able to get the fix of the vessel when you plot start point and Berry head true bearings? Yes or no? Correct. Correct, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now he's not given us the time. Don't worry. At the fix, make 1R vector triangle allowing the current and get CMG and SMG. Yes or no, beta? At that place, you can make the vector triangle. You have 4 elements: CTS, set, rate, and engine speed. Correct, guys? You can allow for current and get the vector triangle.
Yes, sir.
Now, the vessel will be on this position line, the CMG line. Why? Because it is passing through a fix. Okay. So now, what will you do next? Next, you will find the first sighting range of which bill of Portland. First sighting range of bill of Portland. And now you will cut from the bill of Portland that range, and you will basically be then getting the position. From there, you have to get the relative bearing. From there, you have to get the relative bearing. If you want, I'll clear it off. One second. I'll just copy it again and I'll do the rough plotting on the next sheet after clearing this whatever I have written, so that I don't lose everything. Otherwise, some of you will ask me to do it again. Okay, now let me plot this roughly. Slideshow from the correct. Okay. Vessel is steering 084. Okay, and current is set. So let us say, guys, I draw these two PLs, start point and this, and I get the fix here. Bearing head is bearing 348. Bearing head is 348. So somewhere in this direction is bearing head. I'm plotting the true bearings. I'm not plotting this is bearing head. This one is 245. So this one will be, after you correct the to true, this is your start point. And this is the fix. Guys, these are true bearings, okay? Am I clear about it? This is true bearing. This is also true bearing. Can you get this fix? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, from here, you will make 1R vector triangle. CTS, whatever true CTS comes. Let us say the true CTS comes like this. This is true CTS, not the compass. Please don't get confused. On this, you will cut off engine distance for 1R. Let us say this is A. You will cut off engine distance for 1R. Then you will allow the current here 234. The current is like this for 1R. And how many miles? 2.4 miles, and you'll get point C. Guys, this will be the CMG of the vessel, yes or no, from here onwards. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Will the vessel be on this CMG line? Why? Because it is passing through A, which is a fix. So do you agree with me? If nothing changes, the ship will be somewhere on the blue line all through. Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Correct, guys? The vessel will be on the blue line all through. Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, you will find the bill of Portland first sighting range. I don't know whether it is north or south. Let us say here is bill of Portland. I'm just marking it randomly. You'll open your compass equal to first sighting range and you'll cut on this. This is the place where you expect bill of Portland to be first sighted. Am I right, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What does he want? Estimate the relative bearing and the distance off. Now, distance off, you'll measure this distance from X to Y. And this distance is the distance off when the bill of Portland is first sighted. What is the position? Position will be, A is the initial position here. First sighting position will be point B, Y, whatever he wants. Then what is he saying? A relative bearing. Now guys, relative bearing will be what? You can get the true bearing here. You know the CTS true and you can get the relative bearing. Yes or no, beta? Am I right? Okay. Or you can say my CTS is, let us say, whatever my CTS. Suppose my CTS is like this. Then this is the relative bearing on the starboard bow. Yes or no? Am I right? If it is on the other side, it will be on the port bow. I don't know where bill of Portland is. Guys, this is a very simple question, but testing, expecting you to understand the question and have to stick to basics. Yes or no? It has been from, I think, I don't know if people have come to me with doubt, then I'm sure it must be confusing some of you. प्रवीण, ये क्वेश्चन समझ में आया तुम्हें?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
पक्का?
हाँ, sir.
पक्का?
पक्का, sir.
Okay. Rahul, clear? Rahul?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Understood? Okay. So guys, see, very simple looking question. If you want to take a screenshot of the question, please take it. If you want, I'll send these questions to you also. I have no issues. So look at this question. Why they've asked me, I don't know. At 8 o'clock, is a vessel is in position, bill of Portland, 330 degrees true, 4 miles off. That means you have the 8 o'clock fix. Find the course to steer from 8 o'clock at 12 knots to pass start point 6 miles off when closed. Now, this is where the problem was. This word closed was creating confusion. Okay. I think I'll have to pull out the chart. I can't read in this chart anything. Which chart is this, guys? Which chart is this? Any idea? ये कौन सा चार्ट है बेटा? बिल ऑफ पोर्टलैंड वाला?
5048 ही है ना सर?
नहीं यार, तूने 5048 पे प्लॉटिंग नहीं किया बिल्कुल भी. That's why you are saying it is 5048. I wish you had plotted something. And राहुल, एक भी प्लॉट नहीं किया ना 5048 पे अभी तक? Otherwise, you would have known which chart are we talking about. कौन नहीं 5048 पे है नहीं, ये क्यों खोला मैंने? It will not be on this one. राहुल तो अपने आप को ना बीच बीच में एक्सपोज कर जाता है फोकट में, right? You have not plotted a single question. That's why you are saying this bill of Portland is on 5048. Hopes knows very ये इसमें होगा, ये बिल ऑफ पोर्टलैंड ऊपर होगा इधर. वही मैं कह रहा हूँ ना, ये कुछ भी बोलता है भाई. राहुल की बातों पे ध्यान मत देना, ये फेंकता है बहुत ज्यादा. किधर है बेटा? एनुअल पॉइंट से आगे है क्या इधर, या किधर है? बिल ऑफ पोर्टलैंड नीचे तो नहीं है कहीं. तो कहाँ पे बिल ऑफ पोर्टलैंड? ये नीचे है क्या? है तो इसी में 5046 में ही है कहीं. स्टार्ट पॉइंट, बेरी हेड, होप्स नोज, स्ट्रेट पॉइंट. इधर है बेटा 504656 में. 5072 में तो नहीं है ये रहा बिल ऑफ
2020 डिग्री.
ये रहा ये मिल गया बेटा, मिल गया. Let me just take a little bit of it and see. You can see something here. नहीं, घूम के क्यों आ रहा है? Okay, let me just try to correct the ratio. I think हो आएगा. Now it's okay, more or less okay. It seems to be okay. Okay. Now here's the question, guys. At 8 o'clock, a vessel is in position below Portland 3304 miles with radar. So 330 is in this direction, like this. So somewhere here is the 8 o'clock position. Am I right, guys? Okay. Find the course to steer from 8 o'clock so as to pass start point. Start point which is start point 6 miles off when closed. When closed means I think must be the closest. That's what it seems to be saying, right? Let me see if this start point has anything else on the start point. Let me just see start point. Does it have any obscure sector or something? Let me just see that also. अरे यार किधर गया वो? नाम है यहाँ. Start point. Okay, let me just see. Is it a obscured sector or what is it? What is the start point saying? Oh, okay. This is flashing red. Okay, the other one is visible. No, this is only flashing red. Okay. Group flashing 3 will be seen all along. So, okay, guys. This question is only here trying to say what is the meaning of this word closed in? Closed in means when it is closest is 6 miles. So you have to draw basically. Let's go back to this question. He says 6 miles off when closed. Closed means when closest. So if start point is here, you will draw a 6 mile circle from here. 6 mile circle and draw a tangent from here on whichever side you have to pass. Am I right, guys? Clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this will be your CMG. The current in the area is setting so much, easterly wind so much. So what you have to do is when you have to do is you have to basically counteract wind and current and find your CTS. Okay, so you have to first find your CTS counteracting the wind and current which is given in the question. Okay, so find the course to steer. So you'll find the CTS. Now once you start steering this course, at 11:30 it was found that start point was a beam of the vessel at a distance of 5 miles and not 6 miles. Okay, so now what will you do? Guys, you know the CTS. If it is on starboard side, you will add 90. If it is on port side, you'll subtract 90 and you'll get the beam bearing. Yes or no on the CTS that you have steered? Am I right, beta? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes.
You will draw the beam bearing and you'll cut off 5 miles. You will get a fix here at 11:30. Yes or no? Correct,
Yes, sir.
guys?
Yes, sir.
And from 8 o'clock, drawing the CTS and the engine distance, you can get 11:30 DR. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And then DR to fix is the actual current, which is asking you, right, guys? Last part of the question is saying, if the leeway was correctly estimated, find the actual current experienced by the vessel. Am I right, guys? So this has to be the effective course here. This will be the effective course to get this position. This is not called DR. This is basically, you'll not call it anyway. So this will not be called a DR. You don't call it as a DR. This is a position at 11:30, allowing wind, and from here to here, the current would be taking you. Is that clear, beta? Is this question again clear? It's again from one of the past papers, guys. If you have not understood, let me know. So you see, they are testing you on your basics. They repeatedly keep testing you on your basics. Of course, this word they could have used better, but the word closed has come here. So that is the means he's talking about is the when it is closest. Is that clear, beta? बोलो भाई, clear हुआ नहीं हुआ? Raghav and company?
Clear, sir, clear.